Good morning, ladies. Tiffany Quinn here, and this is our dynamic abs and arm sculpt. Today's routine will help you tone your arms and deepen your core and waistline with a combination of dumbbell and bodyweight only calisthenic-based exercises. For equipment today, all you'll be needing is your light to medium weight dumbbells. We'll also be using a chair for equipment. Now keep in mind this is an optional piece of equipment and you can do all of the exercises without it. However, it will increase the intensity of the workout, so I'd highly recommend including it if you feel comfortable to do so. Now smash that thumbs up button for me, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to grab your free March fitness guide from the links below. This will give you 5 workouts a week, a brand new one every Wednesday, and we are on week 2. It's never too late to join in. All right, fam, let's do this. What's up, everyone? Welcome to our arms and abs sculpt for today. Now, I'm warning you ahead of time, it's kind of chilly in here and I woke up high energy, so you are in for one serious burn, and I promise you it's going to be a lot of fun. So we've got 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off throughout. We've got a total of 5 circuits at 6 minutes each. Now we're starting off with the arms today. I will be using my 8-pound weights for that. As we get to our final circuit today, that's when I'll be switching to my lighter weights, and for that I've got 3 pounds. So I want you to get your weights in hand. We're going to tuck the elbows in, the palms are up. Our first exercise today is a bicep curl into a side raise at shoulder level. Beginning our workout in 3, I'll tell you more as we get started, in 2, in 1, up to standing, squeeze the core tight, elbows tucked in, it's up, squeeze all the way lower, out towards the side. So this is just to get us started. Our first 6 minutes today is arms with those weights, working the biceps, the triceps, the chest, the shoulders, and we lift and lower and squeeze. Our second circuit, we will be using that chair, again working the arms. Now all of these will be seated exercises, so keep in mind, of course, you can do these in kneeling or in standing if you prefer. Our third circuit will be for lower abs, using the chair primarily as a visual. Then we've got obliques and a combo finisher. So squeeze, lower, out to the side. Last 1, 2, 3, slowly lower for 2, for 1, and palms can stay facing in. Our next up, we've got hammer curl, press, back in and down, going in 8 seconds. So I do think today's is going to go by very quickly. We've got a lot of good moves going in 2, in 1. Squeeze up, press, in, lower. Now if you've got heavier weights today, of course, slow the movement down. If you wanted a sweatier workout, go with a lighter set at a faster pace. Otherwise, if you prefer, you could just go with my pace today. Lift, lower, back down, squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. Amazing. So after this, our next exercise will be waking up the core, also working our arms, okay? It's gonna be a good one. Squeeze, press, down, lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back straight, shoulders away from the ears, and squeeze that core in tight. Last 2, and lower. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, burn it out, and down. All right, 1 weight from here. We're gonna grab it and we're going to take it towards the ceiling horizontally. So those arms are staying up throughout. We're gonna try to stay in our position on the mat. We drive 1 knee in towards the chest, lower, alternate, and lower. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your time, breathe throughout, and keep that weight up high without locking the joints out. Bring the shoulders down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Incredible. Trying to minimize the sway. Now you're gonna sway just a little bit, that's okay. But you're trying to stay stable. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now speed it up. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down and bring that weight down. How did that feel? All right, we're going to add to that. We're gonna challenge ourselves a bit. We're bringing that weight overhead. This time we come across the body and drive the knee across and raise. In 2, in 1, alternate the sides. Squeeze and raise. Squeeze across and raise, back straight. Just breathe. Arms come up nice and high, facing straight ahead. We've got 1 more exercise after this for the circuit, and then we bring that chair in. And like I said before, all these exercises you can do without the chair. I'll do my best to show you those modifiers as we go through, but with the chair you can do them in standing or in kneeling. Squeeze across and raise. Across and raise. Work those obliques. Working into the rectus abdominis as well. Trying to keep that center position on the mat. Last 4, 3, 2 more. Last one, and lower it down. I can feel the tremble from that. All right, so we're grabbing a hold of both of our weights once again, this time into our shoulder presses. You should be familiar. Elbows up to shoulder height, create that 30-degree angle with the arms. Lift, 2, 3, 4. Press, 2, 3, 4. Keep that angle. Now I know in the past, I had frequently taught to keep the elbows out towards the side, but I will say the further I've gotten into my weight training and the heavier loads that I pick up, this is gonna help you long term to protect the rotator cuff. Press, 2, 3, 4. Press, 2, 3, 4, and breathe. Breathe through it. Think about working those shoulders, keeping them away from the ears. Core is tight. Last 3. 2 more. 1 more. Don't put those weights down. 2, 3, 4. Bring it in. Lower it down. All right, we are coming into a seated position using that chair. Again, you can do these in standing. You can do these in kneeling. I've chosen to mix it up a little bit today. Arnold presses, so palms are facing in. Press, 2, 3, 4. Press, 2, 3, 4. So the feet are flat. The back is as straight as possible. I want it straight up towards the ceiling. No leaning backwards, no leaning forwards. 30 degrees as you come up and turning the palms away from you. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So commonly I will use my chair actually when I'm picking up much heavier weights as a support or just to give my lower body a break. There are days where we go really hard on lower body. I just don't want to move it. So this is a good alternative. Press, 2, 3, 4. Last 3. Last 2. 1 more. Lower it down. How do the shoulders feel? So we're going to work into the back muscles a bit. We're going to lean forward, hinging forward on the chair. Again, same motion in standing, just like so. Otherwise, if you are using the chair, the palms are facing in, out to the left, lower, 3, 4, to the right, 2, 3, 4, facing down at the mat without rounding the back. Shoulders away from the ears. You're squeezing the shoulder blade as you come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, slow and controlled. Only bring that weight to shoulder level. We're not trying to fly away, so you don't need to bring it higher. You're controlling the motion downward and bringing that weight up nice and high. You've got this. Great job. Lift, 2, 3, 4. You've got 14 seconds. Don't look up. Just keep going. Follow my voice. Another 4. And 3. 2 more. Come on. Last 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. All right, inch a little further off of your seat now. We're gonna take the legs wide. Now, if you're on the mat, you're going to come into our seated split position. Otherwise, using that chair, we're gonna bring the weights in front, palms down. It's snatch and lower. Snatch and lower, alternating. Don't love the name of it. Not so much, but these are some of my favorite moves. So you are using some momentum to bring that weight up, sort of like doing an upright row and then pressing overhead. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Jacqueline gave me a nice comment about this one from 2 workouts ago. I won't say it here though. She knows what I'm talking about. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Another 8, 7, 6, 5 more. Speed it up for 4, 3, 2, last 1. All right, weights down to the mat. Take your time getting into this position. It is okay if you go past that time or getting into position. We are coming to the edge of our chair. Of course, you can do this in a standard plank or on the knees. If you want that full challenge, we bring our feet to the edge of the chair and lift up. Now find your balance. We're gonna hold here for 5, 4, oh yeah, 3, 2 on 1. We row on the left, lower. Row on the right, lower. We're almost to our abs section, you guys. This is the worst part of it, I promise. Squeeze and down. Squeeze and down. Elbow in towards the waist. Trying to not allow those hips to rock. Trying to minimize as much sway as you can. You've got your favorite drink on your back. You don't want it to fall. Squeeze down. 4 more. 3 more. Last 2. Last one, lower the weights down. How do we feel? We're coming back up to the chair. Again, you can go in that standard plank or on the knees, whichever you prefer, whichever you feel comfortable with. Next, we've got our shoulder taps. Opposite hand, opposite shoulder. Find your balance. Come up on that chair. Hold for 5, 4, 3, core tight, 2, 1. Brace the quads. Opposite hand, opposite shoulder. Opposite hand, opposite shoulder. Take your time, no rush. 1, 2, 1, 2. Facing down at the mat. 20 seconds left, breathe through it. You're gonna get an active rest after this. So we are gonna stretch those arms out. Tap, lower, tap, lower. After that, it's straight into lower abs. Tap, lower. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower yourself on down. All right, we've got our active rest. Go ahead and grab some water. I know that one is a challenge. That one is challenging for me, all right? Grab some water, grab some water. Now, we're gonna stretch the arms out a little bit before we head into our next section of the workout. So using the chair, we're gonna take our hands and place them onto the edge of it. Now find a comfortable position on the knees. You're gonna lean forward, the back stays straight, the core is tight, and feel that stretch in the arm. Now from here, take your left arm and just reach through the right, still keeping the back straight. Find where that stretch is, where you feel that happen. Hold for a second. Now lift up, back to the edge of the chair, just lean forward a little bit. Take the right arm and shoot it through the bottom. Relax the forearm down, catch your breath. For 3, 2, 1. Did you hear that crack? Lift up. It's probably because it's really dry in here whenever it gets cold. It's either too dry or too moist in here. I just cannot win with this air down here. Anyway, we're going into our lower ab circuit. So you can put those weights over to the side for now. And you're gonna come into a V-sit position in front of the chair. We crunch in to the center, crunch in to the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beginners alternate. Relax the feet down, in and out, in to center, other side, in and out, in to center. Keep going. If you can, I want both of those legs up. I want you squeezing your core, nice and tight there. Squeeze, center, squeeze to the sides. We've got a few exercises like this, a few tabletop position exercises, and I'm really looking forward to basically all of them. Squeeze to the sides, squeeze to the center. Last 3, 2, 1, and if you can, hold it for that rest. Our next exercise, come down a little further onto the forearms. Scoot the chair wherever you need it. We crunch in, come over, crunch in, and under. Going in 2, in 1, let's go. In, over, in, and under the chair. Beginners, relax one leg down, in, over, in, down and switch. In, over, in, down and switch. Keep alternating. My intermediate, my advanced, you know who you are. I want those legs lifted, ladies. In to center, in and over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Incredible. 1, 2, 3, 4. Core tight. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Last 4. Last 3, final 2, 1, and lower the legs down. Take that moment. From here, we're taking the legs out towards the side. This is where it gets really nasty, you guys. So feet are out towards the side. Inch yourself a little closer. I want it to be a challenge. We come in towards the center and down to the mat. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 to the top, 2 to the floor. Beginners, alternate. Left leg over, down. Right leg over, down. Again, you can do this without the chair. The reason we have the chair here is we can use it as a visual, so we cannot cheat the reps that we're doing. Squeeze the core tight. If you want to make it harder, lift up a little higher. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more exercises in this circuit, actually, and then we move it along. And lower to the side for 5, 4. Breathe through it. Come on. 3, 2, last 1, and lower down. All right, I want you to bring your feet to the edge of the chair this time. We're actually sitting up into an ankle reach. Now, if you don't have the chair, your feet can be planted on the mat or in a regular tabletop without it. Otherwise, let's use that as support. The palms are facing down. We lift, reach for the ankles, lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift the tap, lower on down. Slow to lower, control it. I want you reaching as high as you can. If you can get to those pinky toes, let's try for it. Reach and slowly down. Reach and slowly down. Out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. In through the nose. Now the reason I'm telling you this is it helps you create diaphragmatic breathing, which is going to help you contract the abs better. You should be feeling this right now in the lower ab area, the Adonis belt right along the panty line, as well as the upper abs. Last time, and down, and relax for just a moment. Now you've probably come away from the chair like I have, so let's inch a little bit closer. We're gonna lift one leg up, we're keeping the other leg on the chair. We're gonna reach behind the legs, tap the index fingers down, and reach to the toes, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Beginners, if you're not using the chair, one leg is planted down, one leg is straight. Reach for the toes, reach behind the leg. Reach for the toes and behind the leg. Keep going. Reach up, lower, behind, lower. 20 seconds. Then we've got an oblique move on the same side. Then we switch and repeat the 2. Squeeze, down, squeeze, down. Last 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Over right. Relax the head down. The hands are coming behind the head. The elbows are going to be wide. We cross the opposite elbow to opposite knee. As we come down, we drop the leg at a 30-degree angle out as low as you can without the back arching, and raise. Let's go. Across and down. Try to lift the shoulder up off the mat as you come across. I want you squeezing the oblique muscle here. The straight leg bicycle drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow it down. Breathe through it. Breathing out through the mouth as you come up. In through the nose on the way down. And lower. 20 seconds. I know, quite a break from the beginning of our workout. I felt like that moved so quickly. Although our final circuit today, I would say, is probably the hardest. Almost. Those renegade rows of the chair are pretty tough. Last 2. Last 1, and lower the leg back into that tabletop position or down on the mat where you were, okay? So feet stay here. This time we lift up that right leg long, or whichever leg you were not just working. We reach for the toes, lower, reach behind both legs, tap the index fingers, and down. Let's go. Reach and down, behind and down. Breathing out as you come up. I want you lifting up as high as you can. I really do want your shoulders coming off the mat and lowering. Off the mat and lowering. Try to get higher. Try to straighten that leg out a little bit more. Are you doing the best that you can? Are you outside of your comfort zone right now, or are you just kind of lingering inside of it? I want you outside of it. That's where progress is. Those are the moments you're going to remember when you come out of a workout, right? Lift, tap, lower, tap the toes, and lower. Last 4, 3, 2, last 1, lower it down. Okay, hands behind the head. We go back to that oblique crunch and then into that single leg drop to the side. Same thing on the mat. You're coming out to the side as low as you can without the back lifting off the mat. In 3, 2, 1, let's take it away. Squeeze and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeezing the oblique muscle. Squeezing deep into that side ab. Lifting the shoulder up off the mat. And down. Squeeze and down. So who likes these variations so far? You gotta let me know. I always do like using the chair and incorporating that. It adds a different element, another layer of things we can do with our ab exercises. Squeeze and down. Squeeze that core as tight as you can. Squeeze the belly button down towards the spine and then back into the mat. Last 2. Last 1. slowly lower, then lift that leg back up into your tabletop position. All right, those of you on the mat, your legs can be in hover or down here, hands are behind. We cross opposite elbow to opposite knee, a static bicycle crunch. Otherwise, using that chair, going in 2 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your time. Great job. Now come across and pulse, then lower. Pulse, then lower. Give it that extra pulse. Try to contract that muscle just a little bit harder. Try to lift that shoulder a little bit higher. Focus for me. Chin is tucked towards the chest. We're squeezing as high as we can. 20 seconds. We are almost done in this position. Actually, we do switch this position right after this with an exercise that you may be familiar with, but we're gonna add a layer to it. Squeeze, pulse, lower. Last one on the right. Last one on the left. And down. Now straighten the legs out. You're gonna have the calves resting on the edge of the chair. Those of you on the mat, you can stay in that position right here. The hands come behind the head. We're gonna lift and rotate to the right. Lift and rotate to the left. Rotate and crunch. Lift, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. To the right. 2, 3, 4. To the left. 2, 3, 4. It is at this point in the workout that you should feel your abs almost giving out on you. They should burn like absolute crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to lift up higher for me. Can you get the shoulders off the mat? Can you get the upper back off the mat? Keeping the elbows wide and the hands behind the head. Oh yeah, that's hard. Last to the left. Last to the right. Relax it down, bring those arms over. Just give yourself a quick stretch. We're coming up into our side plank series. So you can have your knee on the mat. You can also do this on the mat. Otherwise, if you would like to try, let's use that elevation. We're lifting both legs up in 2 and 1. Find your balance, find your balance. Squeeze that core tight, hips up high. Raise the arm up for me, just hold here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, keep holding. 4, 3, 2, on 1, we tap down to the mat and raise. Down to the mat and raise. Be careful here. Mind your balance. It's like how your parents tell you mind your manners. I'm telling you mind your balance. Think about those hips being high. If it's too much to reach down and up, that's okay. Just hold that plank. Some of you may do better with the chair, with that elevation. Another 3. Another 2. Last one, lower it down carefully. We're going to switch sides. Take your time. There's no rush to get into this position, okay? It's all right if you go a little past the timer. Don't let it guilt you. Not a problem. I do it all the time on my own. I'm just the trainer right now, so I got to keep time, right? All right, into that plank in 2 and 1. We're just holding here. Find that balance. Hand is directly below the shoulder. Hips are nice and high. Raise the arm up above you and hold for 8, 7, 6, hips higher, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. This is my weak side. We're gonna tap the mat and raise. See that shake? Tap the mat and raise. This is how you find your imbalances and how you work on them. Now, if your wrist is hurting you, you can, of course, ball it up into a fist. See how that feels for you. Or you can come to the forearm here, or you can hold on to a weight. See what works best for you. Last 2. Last 1. Finish it off and slowly, carefully bring yourself off of the chair. We are on to our final circuit. I want you to grab a hold of one of your lighter weights. This is the point where I'm switching to my 3 pounds. We come back to that tabletop position. I apologize. Palm is facing in. We reach under, pass, chest press, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how do your abs feel? How do your arms feel? How do we feel? Do we feel successful? Hopefully. Now, if you do struggle with some of these moves, keep in mind, I've been doing this a very long time. And ab exercises were the workouts that I really started my journey with. So it's something that I think I really mastered kind of early on, but legs I struggle with. We all have differences. We all have unique things we're better at. And it does take practice. You're not gonna get it right away. That's part of the journey. That's how we learn. That's how we make progress. and press. Last one on the left, and press and lower it down. We're gonna straighten those legs out again. You're kind of gonna hate me. We're coming up into a V-sit position. Those of you on the mat, you can either hold it like that, or you can have your feet placed down. It's left to right in 2 and 1. Straighten the arms out, twist to the left, center, twist to the right, center. Incredible. So we've got a supported boat hold here. So you're kind of using that chair as that support to keep your legs up high. You're gonna work into those abs even harder. Try to lean back a little bit further. Over to the left, over to the right. You're doing amazing. You are right at the end of our workout. We have 4 more exercises to go, one of which is dual side. Over to the right, over to the left. 14 seconds. Over to the left. Now hold, pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Over to the right, pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center and grab hold of your second weight for me. We've got a tabletop sweep to the floor. Again, you can have those feet planted down. The palms are down. You're lifting up, trying to reach towards the ankles and back up towards the ceiling. If you would like, grab a hold of that chair, feet to the edge. Let's go. Lift, slowly lower. Out through the mouth, in through the nose. Focus. The goal here is to try to slow down the movement backwards. So here, follow along with me. We're gonna lift now slowly back for 5, 4, 3, oh yeah, 2, 1, and come all the way down and raise. Down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, repeat. Come up and we lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now faster reps for 3, for 2. Last one. Slowly down, bring the toes together, the knees wide, and inch yourself a little bit closer to the chair for me. Same position on the mat. Hands are coming up towards the ceiling. We're gonna lift through the legs, lower into a diamond press. Let's go. Sit up, come down, diamond press, raise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the toes together. 3, 4. Froggy sit up with those weights, squeezing that core tight. The upper abs should be feeling it right now. Down, raise. 1, 2, chest press to center and up towards the ceiling. So I'm actually getting ready for vacation now, so you know what this means, right? It is push time for me. I'm gonna make sure I have your workout set up when I'm on vacation, but that means double the filming, double the workouts, double the lesson plans. But can you guess where I'm going? I'd like you to guess in the comments where you think I'm going. Is it a desert? Is it the woods? Time, have a moment. We've got 2 more exercises. A lot of people guess the desert, which I guess is not that surprising because I do like to spend a lot of time alone, huh? No, it's not the desert, I will tell you that. All right, so feet to the edge of the chair. We're lifting one leg up towards the ceiling. We continue with that sweep. We come down, palms in, out into a fly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Palms down and reach. Palms in and out towards the side. Great job. Sorry, I get talking about vacation. I'm getting excited, you know? It's been a long time since I went anywhere. Raise, lower to the sides and up. Gotta move my water bottle. Raise, lower to the side and up. Amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's our last 2 exercises, everyone. So get the most out of these, the most that you possibly can. Tap the floor, lift up to the side and back towards the ceiling. Last one. Bring it down and bring those arms up and lower the leg. All right, we're going over to that other side. So let's lift that right leg nice and long. The palms are facing down to start. We raise into that sweep and then out to the side in 2, in 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slight bend in the elbows as you come into that fly, squeezing that core super, super tight. I told you I had energy today. I felt like talking. Not every day is like that. You know, there's days where I really struggle to come on here and talk, and then there's days where I just do not know how to shut up and pay attention to the timer. We've got 20 seconds to go. Keep working hard for me. Reach, lower, into that fly, up. Elbows are bracing the mat as you come down, maybe a 1/4 inch away from it, okay? Another 5, and 4, and 3, 2, 1. Give me one last sit up and bring yourself up to a seated position. That is it for our workout, everyone. I do apologize for being so super chatty today. I think I'm just excited about a lot of things. So I have a few surprises coming your way. I did order, where do I have it? I'm sorry. So I did order a few other kettlebells so that we can start doing some workouts with the kettlebells. So this is just a heads up that we will be utilizing these soon. I've been practicing with them quite a bit more, and it's been a while since I used to. So I'm excited to come back to that. I'm also working on a clothing line, so I do not know how this is gonna go, all right? I've been working on that, so I'm working on the samples and what I want the color scheme to be and thinking about different body types and how they're gonna fit on not just me, so I do consider that. Anyhow, don't forget that you do have your fitness calendar guide in the links below, so be sure to grab that. And your cool down is below as well. We've got a few new exciting workouts coming your way, which I will tell you in the next video portion of the video coming up. What am I trying to say? That's all right. Anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you soon, okay? Thanks for joining me for today's workout, everyone. Be sure to let me know in the comments which circuit you enjoyed the most. I'm kind of embarrassed to say how long it took to plan this workout, so I'd love to hear your feedback. Smash that thumbs up button for me, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to grab this month's free March fitness calendar from the links below. In it, you'll have 5 workouts a week, a brand new one every Wednesday, and then turn your notifications on because next week we have a lean legs workout where we will be testing our balance and stability using our yoga block and our band, so you don't want to miss that. Until next week, just keep following the guide I've given you, and I'll see you for the next one.